that the entire team plays well around Hoxer. They see they can get him going today. Game number 1.
His passing ability as well, Corelli. Even last week, some of the passes he was pulling off were wonderful. So all around, Hoxer, a great player, and he is that key for Birds.
See if they can get him going here as Birds find themselves coming onto the midfield. Here's Roll Diz with a little bit of time and space. Ajax lands on top of that one. Roll Diz trying to find this one across. Ran out of boost, so things slow down. And Cloud9, that quick counterattack downfield. Squishy over to Gimmick. Can't find the touch.
And one interesting thing, we're already seeing Gimmick with a strange car choice, rocking the Skyline, I believe. And that's not really a car I've ever seen him play with in the RLCS.
A lot of car switches as of late for certain players, and Gimmick on his own here as the shot goes wide from the Birds.
And Roll Diz again, the one taking that shot. I loved the shooting that he had against Space Station. There were a few backboard challenges that he didn't miss, and now Gimmick attacking it.
Very close from Gimmick, but no threat as it was too high. Here's Torment, no boost to work with. Hoxer trying to find the midfield. Both of his teammates see that one go through and retreat back on Squishy's air dribble. Gimmick, can he get a second touch? He's got Squishy waiting. Torment in the midfield. This one's going to come out from Ajax. Still a tie game in the first minute and a half.
And good positioning from Roll Diz there, waiting for that ball to come down. He was able to get that ball by Torment, who's the infamous third man. The desk was talking about it earlier. He's on that back line more than anyone else in the North American Rival Series. Or RLCS, I mean.
You did it, Jim.
That was me.
You can't blame me.
Flashbacks to yesterday.
It's all right. Torment here, trying to keep things going for Cloud9. And a rough clear from Roll Diz. This could be Cloud9's opportunity. It's going to roll down. Ajax there to clear it away. Nobody from Cloud9 going from that one, so patient offense. Torment trying to slow this one up, and Birds can't really find too much space. Gimmick on the fake. He's just got Roll Diz to beat. Can he go around him? Roll Diz, great defense.
Good read on that. Gimmick just hoping to flick that ball high, get the ball out to Squishy in the middle.
There's Ajax, sweet touch. Both of his teammates trying to get back. Cloud9, lots of boost for Squishy to work with here. Tries to get the block on Roll Diz, doesn't come through. Now Hoxer, haven't seen too much of him in game 1. But really haven't seen much of anyone.
They've kept it close. Both teams a little quiet. Now we see a double commit chance for Cloud9. Numbers advantage.
Opportunity for Torment. It's an open net, but a weak shot. Ajax gets bumped out of the way. It was a lot closer than Cloud9 wanted, and they still get it.
That double commit, that was the end for them. Squishy with the good 50-50. Torment, not a strong shot, but you see the bump coming off the wall.
I think he could have got there.
He probably could have. It was going to be close.
Absolutely, it would have been on the goal line for sure, but Squishy takes him out. So a 1-0 lead for Cloud9, still a slow start for both teams.
That double commit was just too much. You put your teammate in 2v1 against Cloud9, Squishy Muffins on the dribble. It's going to be a tough play to make.
And here's Ajax now on the dribble and a weak touch coming out from him. But to your point, James, that was really the first big mistake from either team, and immediately punished from Cloud9. Here's Hoxer trying to make the difference for Birds. Comes out to Roll Diz. A shot turned away by Torment.
Torment had 0 in the tank. He still has 0. He can't find boost anywhere.
Gimmick on the back wall with nothing. Ajax tried to go far post, too high. Here's Squishy now. Time and space to work with. Hoxer trying to slow him up. It's up to Roll Diz now. No one from Cloud9 up for that one. Hoxer again.
And no one was able to jump because everyone's just hurting for boost. And that was something that Knights did so effectively against Cloud9. You saw Reddles had the most corner boost steals. Well, they had just played Cloud9 where they had a monopoly on them.
It's what led to that Knights win, and what the desk talked about, a key to success for the Birds here is Roll Diz. A shot coming out. Gimmick there to turn it away.
He just dribbled that around the corner. Squishy keeping control, but now on the attack.
Opportunity for Ajax, and he gets it under the defender. A hole found in the net, and a tie game.
And Squishy was trying to dribble this out for a clear. He ended up hitting it right to Hoxer, who puts that pass up for Ajax. And Ajax, the player that they selected to come in and fill out their roster, making a big goal there. Less than a minute left. That one to tie it up.
A lot of talk about Hoxer, but Ajax has the same potential as Roll Diz trying to sneak one by the defense. Now the Birds hunting as the pace has picked up. All the way back is Hoxer, and Torment's already up.
And they almost gave up that kickoff goal, and that's something Cloud9 struggled with even against the Knights. They gave up multiple kickoff goals in that series. Perhaps they need to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to prevent that pressure right off kickoff.
Overtime looming with 15 seconds left. The Birds have the last laugh here as Roll Diz. Gimmick went for it as well as Torment tries to dribble this one out. Still opportunity for the Birds. No one up on that one. That one goes over Torment. Can Roll Diz turn this one around? Maybe one more try. Here's Hoxer. Last second shot doesn't come through. Overtime in game one.
And Gimmick didn't get the read on that. Had that shot come out, Cloud9 would have been in trouble.
Kickoff comes straight to Cloud9. Torment trying to get over a squishy 2-go from the Birds, but no harm here.
And that looked like a calculated kickoff play from Cloud9, so perhaps they're recognizing the kickoff struggles, reaching into their bag of tricks.
Here's Roll Diz on the second touch. Dangerous for the Birds. Gimmick's up, but he floats past it. Does get the touch. And the defense happy to see that one stopped up for now. Here's Squishy.
Squishy on 0. Gimmick on 0. Just picks up a pad. Torment on 25. Cloud9 are being starved right now. He doesn't have enough boost to even get to this challenge for Torment. Gimmick finally getting some and coming in. But the Birds keeping this pressure up.
It seems like they know when Cloud9 don't have boost. They pick up the pace. They keep the pressure on. Ajax backflips, so that opens up space now for Squishy. Long clear downfield. It was on target, turned away by Roll Diz. Now Cloud9 threatening. Here's Squishy looking for the back wall. A light clear from Hoxer. Roll Diz there to see it out.
And I really like that play from Roll Diz. That was high pressure. If he misses that ball, Torment's coming in for an easy goal.
Birds trying to navigate their own corner. Roll Diz does well. Ajax here, a shot on target. Gimmick doesn't make the save. It landed on his head.
And this might be due to him not being as comfortable with the skyline. He thought he had the save. Look at him play. He's just standing there.
Oh no.
And he just knocks it into his own net. Disaster for Cloud9 and Gimmick. Perhaps we'll see a car switch because that is not a mistake you see him make.
I agree with you, James. I think it might have been a car choice there, thinking that maybe he got that touch to go up.
Yeah, you get so comfortable with knowing how the ball's going to bounce off your car when you play a car for a very long time. And I haven't really seen Gimmick play Skyline too much. That's just, an assumption. Maybe he has and he just mistouched it.
Misread, yeah.
But
it's tough to say.
That mistake. That mistake cost them the game.
Yep. So Birds take game one. And a very slow start for both teams. There was really not a lot of offense coming out from either side. Sure, there were shots put up, but it just felt like the pace was very slow.
Yes.
And I think that benefits the Birds more than Cloud9. You talked about it 3 or 4 times. The boost for Cloud9 was just not there.
And it's, how do you fix this? How do you get Squishy and get Gimmick the boost that they need? And it just seems like physical play, bumps, demos, they're becoming such an integral part of Rocket League, and especially the meta at this level. And Cloud9, they used to have a style where they were just so fast, so aerial driven, high speed passing, and we saw a few plays where they were trying to get that going, but it just hasn't been working.
It requires boost. And if you don't have boost, you cannot make it happen. And for Cloud9, like you said,
multiple times,
they rely on quick transition plays in the air. And the last 2 series that we've seen them and into this one, it's been tough for them to get that going.
And maybe just having that backup plan of, what's the best small boost pad route that you can get to at least get something. Because we saw them on 0 boost so much.
So the Birds up 1-0 in the series. In an overtime winner, here's Hoxer with still a flip. Had no boost and turned away by Torment. Now Squishy trying to make something happen for Cloud9. Opportunities, he comes across the net. Scary ball here, but Gimmick and Torment both back off.
And we do see a car change from Squishy. Gimmick deciding to stay on the skyline. Torment also was rocking Fennec last game, still sticking with it this game.
Birds seem very comfortable so far throughout this first game and into the second one. Now Roll Diz trying to give it back to Hoxer, cut out by Torment. Here's Ajax, he's gonna throw it above the net for Squishy to go. Hoxer there to meet him, and the Birds slowly trying to clamp down on this Cloud9 defense. Cleared away though by Gimmick. Roll Diz gets a touch out, fortunately, to Hoxer. He finds a gap in the defense on the Cloud9 side, and Squishy now tries to force it through the Birds. Both teams trying to find space, trying to find that single play to break down each other's sides.
Good challenge from Roll Diz in the middle as well. Something that Mist did well in the series with Cloud9 is just blocking off those midfield passes. Cloud9 starting, they're still getting locked in their own half.
Yep.
And this is not something we're used to seeing.
A lot of tough balls they can't get to or just getting beat to. Now Hoxer pass over to Ajax. Gimmick was the last man back. He does make the save, and an errant touch for the Birds goes back to their own corner. Maybe opportunity for Cloud9 here. Torment, his shot goes wide, and the Birds there to see it out.
Gimmick didn't have enough boost to go for that shot.
Gimmick with the second touch opportunity, but saved by Ajax. Followed from Squishy. It's too high, and Torment can't follow up either.
And that defense holding strong for Birds. A scary moment. We see a bump coming out on Squishy that gives up possession.
This ball just floating on the Cloud9 side, and Torment, a missed touch from him. Ajax there to read Squishy's touch. Still another slow tie game from both these teams, but it feels like the Birds have a little bit more favor in game 2. Ball rolls back to Roll Diz, and
double commit from Cloud9 on the wall. Gimmick's going to be the last back.
Long clear from the Birds. Hoxer couldn't get a hold of it. He's just going to try and get in front of Gimmick. Here's Ajax. He pops it up. Looking for that mistake from Cloud9, and there it is for Ajax. It comes right down in front of his face.
And that initial pressure started after the double commit. Squishy just trying to clear it. It goes right back to Ajax, and Torment just guessed and misread where that ball was going to bounce out. Ajax with the cleanup, and North America is being flipped on its head, Corelli.
A big mistake from Cloud9. 2 players were there, and nobody could make the play. And so Birds will take advantage. Cloud9 to respond now. This one over to Torment. He's going to follow it up himself. 2 go from the Birds, but a good clear comes out to Roll Diz. Roll Diz goes under 1. Hoxer's there, pops it up off the back wall. It's Torment, not the best clear. Looking for follow-up. It's there off the backboard again. Another shot comes through. A 2-0 lead now for the Birds.
The Birds keep piling it on Torment. An awkward ball for him to deal with. Squishy gets played. The backward pass from Ajax. Roll Diz with the finish. And the Birds keep chugging.
It looks very similar to the Pittsburgh Knights game for Cloud9. Less demos coming out.
For sure, the less demos, but Cloud9 getting locked in their own half. They're being forced to make awkward saves and awkward hits. They're giving up possession. We've seen double commits from them. We saw the mistouch from Gimmick in game 1 that ended overtime. Cloud9, they are just in a rough spot right now, and the Birds are making the most of it. They're doing this to Cloud9.
Hoxer almost a second touch, and Cloud9, like you said, James, very uncomfortable right now on all facets, defensively and offensively. Here's Hoxer. A little bit of boost to work with. He's trying to get a flip, but can't get there. Here's Roll Diz. All the boost in favor of the Birds. All the possession in favor of the Birds. And looking to go 2-0 up in the series. A block comes out from Hoxer. A Guardian Angel for Cloud9.
That net was actually open, and he saved it there. Gimmick had side flipped out of the way and left the net open.
So Cloud9 has 25 seconds to get something back, and Ajax gets past 1, stopped up. Now Roll Diz floating, carrying this one over. Squishy just gets a touch on it to the midfield. Now Gimmick. If Cloud9 want to score, they need to do it now. The ball given back to Ajax. Birds, they might just get one more for the road. A second touch into the corner of the net, and it's a 3-0 game for Birds.
This is insane, Corelli. Ajax has just been lights out. That shot off the pass from himself, even the previous goal, getting that pass off the backboard. 2 goals, 1 assist, 100% goal participation from him.
What on earth is going on with Cloud9? They have not looked like themselves today, and Birds have taken full advantage. And Cloud9 are going to get one for the road.
But you're right, Corelli, this is just something we'd expect from Europe, not something that we're used to in North America. We're used to Cloud9 being at the top, being dominant, always being in the conversation for best team in NA, and now Birds, an unsponsored team who made it in through the rival series, who had a roster change, is now up 2-0 in the series.
And who, quite frankly, looked horrible against other Big 3 teams. And now Cloud9 coming in and struggling. Both of the rival series teams from last season, Cloud9 have struggled with. And this one's not over for Cloud9 just yet, but they need to make major changes in this series if they want to turn it around. And it's got to start with just unforced errors. There were 2 players on that replay who just didn't get the touch. And Ajax just says, hey, that's great. I'm just going to walk up through the middle of your box and take it.
And that whole play was a result of an early double commit where they had given up possession. They left Gimmick back alone. And Gimmick had to just buy some time. They eventually got back, but then Squishy made that touch that you saw him make. That was not ideal. He cleared it out in the center of the field, which then led to that play.
So, I mean, what do? You're Cloud9 here. Obviously, you're having boost struggles. The game is actually very slow. This isn't a very fast game. And for Birds, it feels like they're just taking advantage of the midfield. They're not letting Cloud9 out at all.
And they're placing their hits really well. We even saw it with Torment, the ball that was just narrowly or barely high above the crossbar. And it was an awkward ball for Torment to get to, and he just didn't even get that great of a clear. That seems to be happening over and over for Cloud9, where these hits towards their own net, towards their own backboard, are just in the worst possible spots for them, and then they don't handle it well either. So they're making mistakes, but the Birds are forcing them into those rough positions where they make the mistakes.
Let's see if Cloud9 can make some changes. The Birds are staring down a 3-0 sweep over Cloud9.
Squishy back on dominance.
Torment on the Octane. Ajax there to clear it out for the Birds, and for the Birds on their side of the field, their perspective, I should say, keep doing what you're doing. The pace of the game is perfect. Everyone's getting involved. Ajax playing phenomenally today.
He certainly is. I was expecting Hawkster to kind of be the guy,
and that's
it has been Ajax.
That's even better. Hawkster is their guy. But Ajax, if he can step up and do just as well, that's when you know you got a team that's really coming together. When everyone can shine, and Ajax so far here in this game, in this series.
And this would be huge for the Birds season. A win here against Cloud9 as they are struggling. Most teams, especially the teams that get in through the rival series, mark those Big 3 games as losses, but it has been a different story this season.
See if Cloud9 can start writing a new one here in just this series. Gimmick in the Birds' corner, tries to put this one over, and now the counterattack from the Birds stopped up by Torment. Still Ajax there on the touch. It gets past Squishy, and Gimmick there to clear it out for Cloud9. Back onto possession, but with no boost. And a missed touch will slow up the transition for Cloud9. And this ball, look at the possession coming out from the Birds.
And then the double commit there, Gimmick and Torment running into each other. Ajax has just been hanging out at the midfield, picking up the mid boost, getting small pads, waiting for his chance. Roldiz getting that demo earlier. The Birds just staying physical.
There's a lot of weak clears coming out from Cloud9, and Birds are keeping someone so far back it just lands in their lap. Here's Gimmick. Stopped up by Roldiz. Hawkster, not a lot of boost, gets it past one. Gimmick's there on the shot, turned away by Roldiz.
He needed more height on that shot. Roldiz was on the ground. The low shot, easily blocked. Now another chance. Torment gonna read this off the backboard.
Torment gets it, drops it down for Cloud9, and they're on the board first.
And Squishy actually turned in front of Torment. I was a little hesitant on that play, but Torment saw that cut from Squishy Muffins and just waited for the backboard pass. It worked wonderfully for Cloud9. And they're going to need more of that.
Yeah, it's the first good offensive segment for Cloud9 here. Keeping Birds locked in and then finally baiting out a double commit, which opened up the space. Now here's a long clear. Nobody back for the Birds. Roldiz is going to let it go, and Gimmick gets the second goal.
We'll take another look at this replay. Roldiz cheating up. Looks like he might have even gotten bumped there potentially, but no one back. And a long-range goal. That's going to add a little bit of insurance for Cloud9. Goals have been a struggle for them this series.
So the Birds now have the work cut out for them. Half a game left. And this is more of a game that Cloud9 likes to see. Birds haven't really had much offense.
And we're starting to see demos for Cloud9. Rolled is a big save there, but Squishy Muffins taking a page out of Reddle's book instead of rotating out, looking for that demo on the back player.
Rolled is on the shot, it's weak. 2 minutes left. Cloud9 chugging along here.
And another feels backflip from Gimmick. He accidentally backflips there instead of being able to go for the shot, and I've seen him side flip as well. Mechanically, Gimmick not as sharp as we've seen him in previous seasons.
Here's Roll Diz. Ajax opts not to go, and a long clear now from Squishy. Torment's there. Turned away by Hoxer. Cloud9 doing better just to beat Birds to the ball. Put it in a tough situation, force them to use their boost. Another great pass out to Torment. Shot from Gimmick. He couldn't tell if Hoxer was going to get it or not. Roll Diz trying to fight out of his own corner. Bump Squishy up in the air. And here comes the Birds back the other way. Ajax trying to get a second touch, can't do so. Gimmick, he pops it up. The Birds are struggling to keep the ball now. Cloud9 owning most of the possession and getting a lot of the boost now. Here's Squishy, can he get a second touch? Gimmick, 40 boost to work with. Opportunity for him. Hoxer comes and clears it away.
Just low boost, Hoxer completely out. Ajax trying to help, only one with boost, and he hits it hard off the backboard. Now it's off the sideboard. Rolled is going for the double tap, can't get that dunk on Gimmick.
Time ticking down for the Birds to make any sort of comeback here. Cloud9 have played much better in game 3. Awkward bounce here for Squishy as Hawks are there to eat that one up. 30 seconds left now for the Birds. Gimmick can't catch up to it. Ajax, his touch not able to come through, and Squishy now on the dribble. So dangerous on the floor. Hawks are just going to throw this one back to his own wall.
And the smart play from Hoxer. But time running out.
I think the writing is on the wall here for this game. And the Birds, they just couldn't get anything going. And to Cloud9's credit, this is what Cloud9 plays like. They suffocate you on defense, and the Birds felt it in this game.
And this game was still close. Like if that long-range goal hadn't come in from Gimmick, then it just would have been a single goal. We haven't really seen a lot of the goals that make Cloud9 Cloud9.
Right.
And the Birds have been hanging with them every step of the way.
But to Cloud9's credit, the offense from Birds was just not there as it was in the previous 2 games. And a lot of backboard touches coming out from Cloud9. They've been so quick to the ball. Torment getting one there. And I think for Cloud9, they're turning a new page here in this series. They get their first one. They okay, guys, we can do this now. This is not going to be as bad as we thought. And for the Birds now, you got to think about, okay, Cloud9, they're kind of starting to figure things out. We need to change it up again.
Potentially, I mean, they still kept this game close. It was just that a few mistakes on defense that had cost them. But they still weren't outclassed this game. This wasn't, the series I was expecting with Cloud9 coming in against Birds. I was expecting a dominant Cloud9 performance, a bounce back from last week where they were struggling. But what I'm seeing is it's a Cloud9 that isn't playing the same that we used to. And the component for me that's missing is the Gimmick Squishy connection. The one goal that we saw that was a passing play, it was Squishy off the backboard to Torment. But so much of the Cloud9 we've seen in the past is when Gimmick or Squishy are working together on the wall, centering the ball, and letting each other just blast it into the net. We haven't seen that.
It's that transition play, and it was something in the first 2 games they couldn't get going. See if they can do it here in Game 4. Can Cloud9 stay alive, or do the Birds take a win? Here's Torment.
And you can't sleep on Ajax. He was...
Scary moment. Yeah, everyone took a deep breath there. This one off the back wall. Squishy might get a second touch. Gets the dunk. It goes high. Here's Hoxer. No boost to work with, but he'll take that clear. Roll Diz. Gimmick goes under him. Big clear from Hoxer. Roll Diz is going to try and catch back up to it. Here's Hoxer spinning out from the corner. Follow-up was there. There's a good opportunity for the Birds. Can't convert. Another one from Roll Diz off the back wall. Squishy misses that one. And now Roll Diz just trying to slow up Gimmick. Hoxer on the challenge. Dangerous ball as Squishy. He'll take it and follow it up.
But good speed from Ajax in the midfield to deny that second touch. And now he'll have some time.
Looking for Roll Diz. He does find him. Roll Diz, second touch, not there. Follow-up from Ajax. Wide on the shot.
But already the first good scoring opportunity, and now quickly following Roll Diz, getting the first goal.
And right back to business for the Birds. They stretch out Cloud9 on the defensive line. Gimmick bites, Torment bites, and Roll Diz just too fast. A 1-0 lead for Birds.
Torment just needed to jump earlier. He probably didn't see Roll Diz as quickly. By the time he did, it was too late.
So an early lead for Birds is exactly what they want if they're trying to close out this series. Here's Ajax, the follow-up. Still a dangerous ball for Cloud9.
And this is panic mode. This is the series for Cloud9. What an upset it would be. And the net, horrible. The lower corner hit by Hoxer.
Cut out by Hoxer in the midfield. Squishy just tried to pick up a dribble, couldn't do so. And Hoxer comes and takes it away. An open net for Birds. And just like that, it's a 2-0 lead.
A high-impact play. Hoxer assisted Roll Diz in the previous goal. This time, jumping on Squishy Muffins, getting that dunk.
And you're right. It might be time to panic for Cloud9. They got 3 minutes left. But if the series is any indication, this is a Birds game. It has been, at least in the first two. Hoxer trying to get things going. Roll Diz in the midfield. It goes out to Torment now, looking for options. He's got Gimmick in the corner. It's a little bit too far out in front of him, but it comes back to Torment. Gimmick gets the demo on Roll Diz, so a weak clear from Hoxer sets up Squishy. Gimmick trying to slow down the clear from the Birds. Roll Diz gets a bump on Torment. Opportunity for Ajax. He's going to get there first off the back wall. Hoxer, he follows up, just lobs it off the crossbar. 3 goals now for Birds.
Huge bump on Torment. Ajax then centers that out to Hoxer. Hoxer, the shot crossbar down. Physicality playing yet another role in a devastating goal against Cloud9. The Birds not letting off the gas.
Half a game left for Cloud9. An opportunity here. Torment finds Gimmick. Pass just a little bit too hard. Here's Roll Diz. He's got Hoxer downfield, but Squishy there. Stretches out to get the touch. Here's Ajax. Now Gimmick on the ball. Slow from Cloud9 to break out. Gimmick over 1. Gimmick over 2. Ajax, not a lot of boost, but it'll work out. Here's Squishy. No options downfield, so Gimmick is just going to have to chase after it. Roll Diz gets past Torment.
It's just shocking. The Birds, a team that we all expected to lose this game. This seemed like it was one-sided, but they have been just ruthless in their pursuit of victory here against Cloud9. Bumps, demos, shots, everything. Taking advantage of every mistake Cloud9 makes.
And they're just keep going on for Birds. Everything is working, and a demo comes out from Gimmick, or excuse me, on Gimmick. Birds have played so well in this game in particular. Roll Diz trying to pop this one up. Cloud9 has just had no answer. They can't get anything going. It goes back to what we were saying before, James. No boost. They're clears.
They're just stuck in their own half. I've never seen this before in any season that Cloud9 has played in. Being stuck in their own half this much.
Just can't get anything going. Here's an opportunity, though. Squishy tries to give it back to Torment. Gimmick is there, and opportunity for Cloud9. Torment makes the first goal on the road back. A minute left for Cloud9.
Hope still alive. Gimmick, big touch there. And then Squishy taking advantage of Ajax indecision. Torment able to come in and blast that one off the crossbar. But you wonder, is it too late? Just 60 seconds left.
Big clear from Hoxer. Gimmick. Cloud9 trying to make the comeback. Squishy off the back wall, and again comes back to Squishy. Torment there just to slow it up. Less than 40 seconds left now on the clock. Gimmick cut out by Roll Diz, trying to get a second touch. Tries to go under Torment, and he can't make the save. A 4th goal for Birds.
And that shooting from Rold is on display. Gets the dunk, stays with it.
Oh, man.
And shoots it down into that lower corner, bouncing into the net. Roll Diz locking in the series for Birds. They've done it. They have upset Cloud9, Corelli. This journey was something else. It always seemed like Cloud9 might be able to figure it out because you have that faith in them, but the Birds,
they've just been so consistent. I mean, how could you vote against Cloud9? They surely could make the comeback, but in the end, Birds have looked dominant in games 1 and 2, and now in games 4, they have blown the door wide open in the series, and they've blown the door wide open in North America. Cloud9 are going to drop in 4 games to the Birds in an unprecedented series here.
I'm shocked. The Birds have done it. They get the win over Cloud9. I don't know. I am shook. I am shook to my core.
I don't know what to
believe.
I don't know what to say. I mean, when was the last time something like this happened? Never.
I mean, Cloud9 getting reverse swept by Pittsburgh Knights.